Sige po, I'll take questions na po. I'm sure everyone's tired. Good evening, everyone. That's okay with us. We did, honestly, I was being asked kanina if we expected it. We honestly did not expect it. You know naman, I'm very candid with these things, but that was the prerogative of the prosecution and we have no objections on the same.
Does this mean that the Vice President will no longer appear in the Senate in the coming days because Legislative Office will no longer take the stand?
I cannot honestly directly answer that question because I really don't know. I don't know if she might still attend, no, despite the fact that na hindi na witness si Attorney Laika. So we'll just have to wait and see. But rest assured that if I do get confirmation, I will let you know. Pagpasensyahan niyo na rin po ako pag hindi ako sumasagot. Hindi ko pa rin kasi talaga alam yung sagot. So ayoko magsabi ng hindi tapos bigla siyang darating dito because I might lose credibility with all of you. So yun lang po talaga yung reason. Hindi ako sumasagot kasi hindi ko pa talaga alam. But as nakita nyo naman kahit last week and this week, once may inclination na ako or meron na akong categorical sa kanya kung darating siya, I tell you kaagad, no? Or katulad kanina na she really told me she was unsure, titingnan lang niya kung makakahabol siya, I told you straight kung ano yung na-communicate sa akin.
There is a trial na the burden of proof ties with the prosecution.
Mm-mm.
Etong pisada nila na pag-withdraw ng witnesses, do you think it would be advantageous for the part of the defense given the limited days of presentation of the prosecution?
Hindi naman. I think it was because, and I think Attorney Kapunan actually articulated it well. No, she said that sa tingin niya hindi na kailangan kasi parang magiging repetition lang or repetitive lang, and then of course they have their position that certain things were admitted. Of course, we have a differing opinion on those matters, but nonetheless, again, these are all kasi up to the appreciation of the impeachment court. But I think also na hindi din naman malayong mangyari kasi on the part of the defense na pag-turn naman namin if we think na corroborative at hindi naman namin kaya sa tingin namin hindi na kailangan ma-corroborate pa further is maaaring magbawas din kami. Ito yung sinasabi namin sa inyo before na although ang daming witnesses na listed, normal kasi na pag sa pre-trial brief, ilalagay mo na lahat ng pwede mong maisip. Kasi kung hindi, you will waive the opportunity, no? You will be barred from presenting that witness. Mau-objectan ka ng kabila kasi hindi mo nalagay sa pre-trial brief mo. But it doesn't mean na sa dami ng witnesses na nilagay namin, lahat iprepresenta namin. So I guess ito yung isang patunay na pwede talagang mangyari na although na list mo as witness and in fact nagpa-issue na tayo ng subpoena, you can still manifest, no, that you will no longer be presenting that witness. Sa kanino po? Sa prosecution? Sa defense, hindi namin siya nailista. Hindi namin, titingnan muna natin kung kinakailangan pa talaga. But at this point, dun sa pre-trial brief namin, if I remember correctly, no, and I hope I'm not mistaken, kasi medyo mahaba rin yung list of witnesses namin. I don't think nilista namin siya, although there are reserved witnesses from DepEd and of course OVP. So we will just determine kung kinakailangan ba.
May possibility na maging witness din ng defense attorney Zulaika.
It's always that possibility, although ayokong pangunahan kasi sa ngayon, the reason why hindi namin siya nilista is hindi naman sa tingin namin, nung ginagawa namin yung pre-trial brief, is hindi naman integral yung magiging testimony. So, as far as I can say now pa lang, no? As far as I'm concerned for now, wala kaming desisyon kung gagawin namin siyang witness or hindi. Kaya din hindi namin siya nailista.
Attorney, of course, sasabihin ng taga-prosecution, established na nila yung threat, pag-contract nga nung assassin, do you think ganun talaga ang tinakbo ng dalawang testimony ng mga witnesses?
Well, ang hirap, Sir Ian. I really beg your patience because I really want to answer your questions directly. Kilala niyo naman ako, but mahirap talaga to discuss the merits. Siguro, pero sasagutin ko pa rin. Subukan ko sagutin. It is expected that the prosecution will say that for them they have established it. It is also expected for the defense to say na para sa amin, hindi pa nila na-establish, diba? But I guess what we can say for the defense is we had targets on the credibility of the witnesses. We had targets on the credibility of Agent Lotok. And I would like to say that as far as the defense lang po is concerned, I think we were able to establish what we wanted to establish. No, as far as the cross-examination went, we are very happy with the way we performed in terms of cross-examination. Now, as to kung na-establish ba o hindi, then we leave it up to the impeachment court. Very observant naman po yung ating mga senator judges. In fact, yung mga tanong nila very insightful rin. No? So, tingnan na lang natin kung ano yung naging appreciation nila doon. But again, medyo maaga pa rin. Second witness pa lang. I think they will still be presenting Director Matibag on the NBI matter for Monday. So, we will also have to prepare for that. Yes, handa naman po yung defense because nauna na rin yung memorandum namin kahapon. So, we will be prepared to do that. In fact, we were prepared for the 10-minute time limit. No? So, tingnan lang natin kung paano yung takbo. I'm sure there will be questions also on the side of the senator judges.
Sir, action lang during the course of the cross-examination earlier and the recross and redirect. Kasi parang nagkaroon ng shift on the narrative of the Operation Roman Food. Sinabi doon na from the Duterte, ito pala ay alleged or apparent threats against the personality. Reaction lang po.
Well, siguro ang reaction ko lang is I think it is unclear kung yung Romanov na allegedly nabanggit ni Mayor Baste Duterte is the same as yung Operation Romanov naman na nabanggit ni Princess Maui. So I think that is at least to my mind hindi siya clear, no. So but again, we cannot discuss the merits, but kung reaction lang, yun lang ang masasabi ko na hindi pa namin nakikita kung we're talking about one and the same thing o iba ba yun.
Tonight, but because there were a lot of interjections from senator judges, which of the points raised tonight do you feel was most helpful for your case?
Nako, I don't want to, and I'm so sorry, Katrina. I know you always get blanks from me, but I think all of the points naman raised by senator judges are helpful because in one way or the other. Kasi even if we think that they're raising points to either support or question the credibility of the witness, at least we, as the defense, no, you're able to also get insights from those questions and get a better insight on what really happened, no, in terms of this investigation. So that regardless of the nature of the comments or the questions posed by the senator judges, this will also help us for the next witnesses to come, no, in terms of that NBI investigation.
Going to the merits again. What was the logic behind playing a portion of Vice President Sara Duterte saying that she's worried about children involved? What's the purpose or logic of ending the recross with that video?
Well, it was really, as we always have tried to do, is really to provide context and to see and to show kung ano yung, at least to try to demonstrate the state of mind of the Vice President. Pero yun lang muna.
Advantage ko sa inyo na mas maiksi na yung pagiging trial kasi nga, nawala na tayo ng dalawang witness. Di ba, kayo naman talaga nagpo-propose ng mas maiksing impeachment trial?
Actually, maganda para sa lahat, no? Hindi lang para sa amin, para sa prosecution, para sa senator judges na at least nabawasan na yung mga witness and makakaasa naman sila like I always say, the defense is always reasonable. So kung kaya din namin gawin yun sa panig namin, pag panahon na namin magpresenta ng ebidensya, gagawin din po talaga namin. Kasi ayaw talaga nating tumagal to, no? Kasi the initial projection was around 8 months, I think, and I think all of the parties involved, meaning the defense, the prosecution, and the senator judges are hoping hindi naman tumagal ng ganung katagal yung paglilitis.
Sorry, going back to Attorney Zulaika.
Apa.
Maybe note po kung what's so special with Attorney Zulaika that the Vice President actually considered going here.
Oh, it's not limited or it's not solely on Attorney Zulaika. Si Vice President sa lahat naman ng employees na she really supports, no? If you remember when nung nasa Committee on Justice, for example, nung nag-testify si Attorney Laika, wala naman ng ating Vice Presidente doon. Pero nung pumunta rin yung ibang OVP officials, hindi lang si Attorney Zulaika, nagpunta rin po yung ating Vice Presidente doon. So it's not really solely on Attorney Zulaika. It's really her concern for all of her employees. Ganyan naman talaga yung Vice Presidente. Based on my experience with her, not just in as spokesperson of OVP for a very short period, but also in DepEd. In fact, kung pwede ko lang ikwento to, kasi at least ito, wala tong kinalaman sa kaso, makukwento ko to. When we were going to the budget hearings, if you remember, in DepEd and OVP, sa totoo lang, hindi naman kailangan na present na si VP noon eh. Pwede namang mga undersecretaries lang, di ba? Because of her position as the Vice President. But at that time, no, she really insisted na pupunta siya at hindi niya kami iiwanan sa mga ganong proceedings. So, consistent lang naman ang ating Vice Presidente.
Kanina may sinabi si Congressman Terrero.
Hmm.
Ito na lang, sir, kung
Sige lang po.
hindi siya kumuha ng dealer, ibig sabihin you have a vice president that lies, hindi ba? Pero kung totoo nga nag-contract siya ng killer, then you have a vice president that contract sa killer. So dalawa daw yung matutulog, sir. Hindi rin ako.
Well, again, I always respect the statements and opinions made by our honorable congressmen, even if they're in the public prosecutors. Now, we also respect all of them. So, ang sa amin lang naman, of course, that's their point of view. Sa amin lang, we're trying to show context. Kasi nga, kaya nga kanina, di ba, ang naging sagot namin is yung issue ng threat, kung naalala nyo. Ang naging sagot namin is, yun nga po yung at issue para sa defense. Kung makakarakterize nga ba yun ng isang banta o threat. So, I think doon na lang natin jump off yung masasagot ko doon sa komento na yun. But I have to emphasize once again that I respect the comments, whether it be for us or against us, no, ng ating mga kasamahan dito sa paglilitis na ito.
Very last from me, very last. Kanina hindi masyado na-expound, but Attorney Mark Nuloan during his cross highlighted that the Vice President's a lawyer with a 80% rating with her during sa bar examination niya. Ano pong logic nun, sir? Hindi lang kasi masyado na-expound. What's the rationale, sir?
Logic, hirap because we'll go into the merits, but I think it's just to show na it's unnatural for someone na kung meron ka mang talagang gustong pagbantaan o gawan ng masama ay announce mo kaagad sa publiko. I think that was it. But whether that is material or immaterial or if that even bears any weight, again, I will stay with the facts on why that was shown, but as to the appreciation, let's leave it up to the court. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. I know it's late. Thank you for waiting for me.